Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program. Today we've got a routine mission planned. We'll go to the VAB quickly. And then we will see this LKO rendezvous vessel. Fix it. Yeah, this is basically something that I designed in a bunch of minutes, more than I actually planned, but I made sure that it actually can reach orbit, etc. It's got 2 solid fuel boosters, it's got a jumbo fuel tank, a little fuel tank on the top here, thruster limiter on the kickback solid fuel boosters, and this is basically designed to do a small rendezvous with our low Kerbal orbit station Valentina, get some people to or from there. In this case we're going to be getting Jebediah, we're going to get Bill, and we're probably going to bring a science just because the lab is nearly out of data. Which actually, if we add something like, this is totally just for this one trip. If we add some extra science stuff to it, we can get some more data up there, thus making the station viable for longer. Although it's, yeah, the lab is gonna run out of data to process pretty quickly, so that's gonna be a little unfortunate. But then again, it is for science. Besides, we need Jeb and Bob at some point anyway, for new missions. So we'll quickly save these changes. I also want to show you guys something that is totally not going to be a late game thing or anything. It's just a little tease. There we go. Voyager engine module. This is basically going to be something that I might want to build in the future. I've been spending way too much time on this, I'll be honest. This is basically an engine module with like 7 nuclear engines because they're efficient as all hell, they just don't have any power. And we may or may not have a spacecraft at some point which has 2 of these, one on each side with a module in the middle, etc. And oh my god. If I ever get to the point of realizing this thing, it's gonna be beautiful. But until then, we're just gonna be doing rendezvous in low Kerbal orbit. And let's take a quick look at our research and development over here, which we totally didn't just upgrade for like 1.6 million. We can now research all the things. Like, for example, get ourselves a senior docking port, which I will definitely want at some point. We can get advanced wheels, the ruggedized vehicular wheel, which we do have on a contract right now. We can get things like, drill, so we can get ore and literally make ourselves new liquid fuel and even propellant. God, it'll be amazing. But until that day, actually we can't get it right away. I'm pretty tempted to do it. That way we can attach a mining module to the asteroid that we have in orbit and then bring it to the station. That almost sounds more interesting than the mission that I have planned right now. It would also give a reason for Bill to stay on the station, or Bob, I forget which one it is. The engineer. Yeah, basically your drills are more effective when you have an engineer with you. But for now, we've got 930 science. I've been transmitting a lot of science, doing some more stuff as well. There's so many things I'd like to get. There's so many things we finally can get. Like, I want this long cargo bay, for reasons, which will become apparent at some point. Like I said, totally not planning a late game behemoth spaceship to go everywhere or something. That would be silly. Where are you getting those ideas from? Can I have them? I'm actually tempted to go for a Mark II spaceplane-esque thing, for which we'd need the Rapier engines. So let's go and research those nodes. Why? I want the Rapier engine. It's only like 900 more science. We're so close, I swear to God. We're gonna get it at some point. We just need to spend a couple 100 days on fast forward, which, I don't know, it's easy, but it feels a bit cheesy. Speaking of which, this is the mission that sort of inspired me to be like, you know what, we need a reusable spaceship in orbit that can just go everywhere. We might take this mission at some... nah, it's probably gonna expire. We've also got a mission to fly by Ike. It's never gonna we'll take it. This mission expires in a day, and I wanna take it because it gives us nearly 500,000. Seriously, completion 1.36 million buckaroonies. That is amazing. I want it. Just for the advance payment. There we go. We could now upgrade our R&D lab again if we wanted to. I'm more tempted to upgrade the VAB so we can make that giant behemoth spaceship a thing, but that will be in the future. We still need to buy all the parts, etc. For now, let's just load up the LKO rendezvous vessel, which is right here. Interesting, do we have another one? Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this one just has some science attached to it, which is fine for now. There we go. Science is pretty useful, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we're gonna be blasting off, we're gonna be rendezvousing with our station. And then we're gonna get all the science that we can. You know, just quickly. Log all the data, etc. Even get us things like crew reports from the launch pad. Thomplong, what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be here. Cancel the launch. Our engineer snuck in there while we didn't want him there. We got 1.5 science though. Can't argue with that. You know, I only want to send up Lanfrid for now. Thomplong can stay at base. There we go. We did get 1.5 science, which, you know, it's not nothing. It's not going to help us a lot on our interstellar quest. But at some point it might. Keep and crew report and EVA report while flying over the shores. Store experiments. I want to take your data. I want to store it in there. We can't take that data, unfortunately. We can't really jump or float out or anything, so that's that. Take all the data, store the experiments. Oh, we can bring a surface sample. Definitely doing that. Thanks, game. I know we need the science. Yeah, we'll basically go to 2/3 and then 3, 2, 1, ignition. There we go. Now we can't log the seismic data anymore, which is a shame. You know, we'll do one while flying in over the shores. There we go. Get another crew report. That should be enough to keep us on data for a while, but I don't know. It's nothing great. The reason I'm not going to fast forward this is because this is basically going to be the entire episode. I'm already recording this at a point in time where I should be rendering or even uploading the video, so apologies for that. But, you know, sometimes things need to happen, and I don't have the time right now to do a whole mission to Minimus, which I am planning after this. Because we're going to go to Minimus again. We're going to do some things for contracts, etc. And we'll be earning a lot of funds from that, which will definitely help us out to actually get our ships. Because, well, basically, we need science and we need money. We don't have a lot of science right now, but we do have some money, and money is also useful for buying all the parts, etc. So, you know, we still need both. Anyway, we're coming up on ditching the boosters. Please, yeah, thank you. Don't smash your rockets. I need these bits to reach orbit. We got up pretty high, I'm not gonna lie. Those boosters lasted a lot better than they did before. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're just mucking about now with the gravity turn. Probably gonna use this tank quite a bit in orbit, but then it's gonna fall back to Earth anyway, so yeah, nothing to worry about there. Say Earth, but yeah, Kerbal. We're coming up pretty well. 550 meters per second, 30k altitude. Dude, oh, are we losing? No, we're not losing control yet, thankfully. That would have just been a little extra, you know? Just lose control while we're at it. We're about to reach orbit. Wow. This is going, well, it's going well. I mean, I know this can reach orbit, so that's fine. Should have probably launched at a better time, though. I keep doing this. I just fling myself into orbit, and it's like, yeah, we're going into orbit, yay! Where's the station we're supposed to dock with? What do you mean it's all the way over there? That's gonna take ages. Yeah, that's my bad. I accept the responsibility. That is a screw up in my my court. Should have done that a little better. Oh, the more you know. We'll go for a apoapsis of like 120k. 120k sounds good. Which is higher than I normally would go, but then again we have to play catch up with the bloody thing. Right, here we go. Phase the prograde and hit the throttle. Now our second stage here is very small, very light, and hopefully able to decently dock. That'd be great. Oh, we were about to pass it there, but then we don't have a full orbit yet, so that's not going to work. Just make sure that we don't fall back to Earth. Or Kerbin. There we go. That stage is done. That stage is a little twitchy, but I've no doubt we're going to be able to reach a solid orbit. What I'll probably end up doing is cutting out the busy work, that is spending a lot of time in orbit, so I will be right back. Okay, so I've done some adjusting of our orbit, because I was, honestly, it was taking forever. Oh god, we're about to be on the dark side, aren't we? Note to self, brightness in post. That'll be a thing I can adjust, nothing to worry about. I won't be missing out by too much. Me, on the other hand, I'm screwed. Should have started burning a little earlier, perhaps. And perhaps facing the actual target. Right, my man, I need you to point the thing at the thing. Yes! Point the thing at the thing. Flawless logic, right there. We are now flying towards the station with nearly 20 meters per second. There we go, that ought to result in a close shave. Just keep pointing at it, will ya? Just keep pointing it at it. Using our limited RCS supply. I say limited, it's not in the slightest. I've only got 3 thrusters though, so it's a little hard. But at the same time, it's not really a problem or anything. There we go, separation is down to 400 meters per second. 400 meters, not 400 meters per second. Now we're below 400. Beautiful. Relative speed is going to be 20 meters per second, but we have plenty of fuel left to get rid of that in an easy manner. Just trying to chase things really right now. Point retrograde, please. There we go. We managed to do our burn in a way that we ended up going towards the station. I'm getting less crap at this. I wouldn't say I'm getting better, but I'm getting less crap at this. And then we'll use our RCS to quickly point our speed directly towards the station. There we go. then we can speed up a little bit to what we deem safe enough. There we go. And there should be a docking port somewhere over there that we can connect with. Can't quite right click it yet, but we're getting there. There we go, Clampatron docking port. Start killing our forwards velocity using RCS. There we go, we're getting there. It's a little bit dark, unfortunately, but then again, post-production should be able to fix that. No worries. We're pointing directly at my target, please. Thank you. And then we'll just dock with this Clampatron docking port. We'll get in there nice and easy. I'll try and not ram the station right away. That'd be nice. There we go. We're down to 1 meters per second. 1 meter per second, rather. I mean, at this point it's safe to say we can rotate to look towards it at least. Boop. And then go forward. And we should have a connection now! Magnets should be attaching us. There we go, just had to turn off our SAS. And there we go, we have docked with the station. Got an engineer Bill. It's gonna be, I don't know, does he have anything in his inventory? Just a screwdriver. I mean, we could have, forget. Yeah, there we go. So many games. I just end up getting confused sometimes with all the keys. We're gonna be, well, I mean, there's not really a need to put it in the inventory or anything. Just make your way to the capsule and we'll be going shortly. There we go, get some light on there. So I'm pretty sure that in post I've turned off the effect now so that we can just see things with our headlights. Got our buddy Bill in there. Excellent. All the lights are off for some reason. And that reason being, we just ran out of electric charge. Yeah, that happens. That's fair enough. Where's all the science on this lander? We've got you, but you don't need anything. Review data here. 18 data. That's not the worst. Review stored data. Data. Excellent, and I think, yeah, it is used up in the process. Don't really need any of this. No stuff in here. Anything we'd like to transfer back home, perhaps? Don't think so, no. There's nothing really here. How much data do you have? 100 data. You know what, we'll leave the scientists here for now. Jebby. Transfer over there. Transfer Lanfrid over there. And then we should be able to detach. We can check our crew. We've got Bill and we've got Jeb. We've got our scientist Erdine. We've got Lanfrid. And we've got Bob. They wouldn't bring Bob? I think for this we will bring Bob. Because I want to send a laboratory to Minmus and do some science over there. know, science is pretty good. Oh, we have power again. Oh, thank God. The return of the sunlight. Well, that's nice. Means I don't have to edit anymore. Do we need monopropellant? From anywhere? Like, we could just fill the station up with those tanks. We're not gonna use any of it on the return. So it's a sort of refueling trip. It's actually quite useful for the station in the end. You know, now we can refill things that might actually need the monopropellant. Like some sort of giant behemoth. I'm not saying we're gonna have a giant behemoth spaceship, but, you know, I'm definitely gonna hint at it. Because that's pretty fun. Yeah, as you can see, there's no way to, like, affect the speed at which things are transferring. There's no real way to influence things like transmission speed of, like, science stuff. It only takes more resources. So we'll wait until we roughly cross over the Space Center. And then we'll go for a deorbit. We don't actually have a heat shield on the thing, which I just now realized. That may or may not be a tiny problem. It might be. Yeah, the Kerbal Space Center is in the dark right now, so they'll be getting to spend a lucky few days on our station here, which just had its first, like, crew swap. I mean, that's pretty cool. We might actually want to dip some fuel in here. Just so that other, like, craft can use it at some point. We could also, like, try to adjust our own, our orbit a little bit. Let's set the Mun as a target. What is our, descending and ascending nodes are 0.6. Oh dear. Yeah, we're not entirely, oh well. I mean, it's gonna happen from time to time. We might be able to correct the orbit, but I don't really feel like it right now. I'll be right back when the Kerbal Space Center is in bright daylight, and then we'll do a return mission. And bring our people home. Well, 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 look what finally decided to show up. There's the KSC. We're going to be doing a minor quick save. There we go, the station is reorganized, etc. We've pumped out a little bit of fuel, roughly half of it. And we're going to be undocking. Focus on LKO rendezvous vessel. Yes. We're going to be thrusting ourselves away from the station before we make any maneuvers as to not endanger the lives of anyone or anything on board. We've got Bill, Bob and Jebediah, the lovely trio. We're going to be turning on SAS. We're going to be pointing retrograde. And then we'll just activate stability assist. There we go. We'll just start dropping our orbit slightly. I say slightly, we're going to be doing it fairly dramatic, I think. But I mean, we'll be fine, right? Ain't anything ever gone wrong with this. I probably should have done this a little earlier, but I realized quite late that it's like, oh hey, there's the KSC. I guess we have to jump out now. So, whoops. We might die here, but we might not. It's worth the risk. There we go. We're going down slowly. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. Oh well, we'll see. This is my type of disaster. We're gonna be overshooting massively, oh my god. Well, we're out of fuel. That's the end of that. Unfortunately, since we're still above 70k, we can't do it 4 times time warp to easily, like, spend some time with RCS, no. So we were thrown off course quite a little bit there. Curious. Oh well. Bye, station. We'll be back in a while. Hi, KSC, we've sort of overshot you quite dramatically. We'll just keep burning RCS on our way down. It's not like we're gonna save it for anything. And we have topped off the station's RCS, which is quite nice. At least most of it. So, there's now more RCS reserves on board for anyone who needs it. You know, consider it a public service. Ooh. Either it's dirty or the texture's a little iffy, to say the least. Yep, there's the KSC. We can see the runway. It's pretty cool. Although unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do anything there. I like how we have a 2-star crew though. They've been everywhere in the Kerbal system. But I mean, they have been everywhere, so it's not like we're lying when we say that. The orbit is slowly shrinking. I don't think it's going to help us much with like slowing down, but it's nice to get rid of the monopropellant anyway. It might weigh us down otherwise. And it does sort of reduce our speed. Just not as much as we'd like it at this point. Oh well. We're going to be coming in for quite a landing, I must say. I'm glad I brought 3 drogue chutes and 6 actual parachutes, since this is going to be bloody hell. We might just burn up and lose parts here. I'm not gonna lie, that seems very likely to happen. Although at least the parachutes are shielded from the all of that fairly well. One thing I'm not sure about is why the texture is so digital. That's what I'll call it, digital. Almost like a sort of glitched. Or, yeah, it's only like. Now it's gone, and there it is. Might just be like space radiation or something, but I know, it's one of those great mysteries that ends up being totally nothing. We just end up worrying for no reason. Because we're fine all along. I mean, our crew's gonna be fine. Look at them. Jeb is just smiling his ass off again. He knows he's having fun. Everyone knows Jeb is having fun. Ah, I forgot the report. Oh well. Not that it matters all that much. We don't have that much data there anyway, and we did just recover the best scientist that it had. So it's going to be taking a massive penalty to science generation, as long as there's only one scientist in there, which, you know, that's completely fine. Makes perfect sense. Unfortunately, we don't quite have the numbers to send up a second scientist to be like, hey, we're going to train you. You know, get you up to rank 1 or something. You have, like, basic qualities. Oh, we're going to be coming in hot now. Literally. What I might go and do now is try and slow our descent. Make sure that we don't die. Actually, this is quite a good angle to come in at. We've got a lot of surface area for friction right now. If we could just try to kill our downwards velocity a little bit, we won't get into the thick atmosphere too quickly. Actually, never mind, we're going to be toasted and roasted over here. Actually, we're slowing. Yeah, there we go, we're slowing down. Let's start pointing retrograde. This is going to go horribly wrong. Yeah, the science thing is going to detonate first. That was a lot of money, unfortunately. Oh dear. And 3, 2, 1, boom. We've spun out of control. We've lost electric charge. Oh dear. This is bad. I think this qualifies as really bad. Actually coming in quite okay. We're slowing down reasonably well now. This might not be as much of a disaster as I had originally feared it to be. But for that to happen, we need the fire to go away. Quickly, please. Yes, thank you. That's polite. They respected us enough to stop the fire. That's good. That should be the drogue chutes firing. I'll press again just in case. Yep, it did the engine. That's fine. we're safe. We only lost a very expensive piece of scientific equipment. You know, I mean, that went pretty okay. We sort of overshot the KSC by millions of miles. Maybe not literally millions of miles, but you know, we didn't quite hit the target as I would like it to. But there we go. We have all our chutes out now. We should be landing without any trouble. You know, it'll be fine. Just waiting for those parachutes to deploy. There we go. A very reasonable landing speed indeed. We'll be fine. So I'm gonna end this episode here. There's totally not gonna be a behemoth spaceship at some point. Why do you keep asking? I'm totally not spreading any rumors, you are. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a like down below. Leave a comment if you have anything to say, and if you wanna see more of the series, then why not subscribe? Anyway, until next time, have a good one, folks.